This is the time of year people really take stock with how they feel. They're shopping for Christmas presents, and coming up is one of the 3 weekends before Christmas. Here's the good news. Black Friday shoppers spent around $11.8 billion online shopping this year. That's up 9.1% from last year. It is not all joy to the world. Now the bah humbug. An economist says those sales came down to rich people buying things they don't need and poor people buying things on credit they can't afford. It is not a recipe for growth. It is not a recipe for the American people feeling like things are fair. There are few things more acutely painful for a family than explaining to kids why there won't be a lot of Christmas presents or any Christmas presents. There's a lot of families having that conversation. And when President Trump heads to the battleground state of battleground states, Pennsylvania, next week, he must let Americans know he feels they are hurting. A lot of the families that are going to be having that conversation are families that voted for Trump because he promised to make things better. They had to have that same conversation under Joe Biden. They were hoping things would get better. And look, things are better. Gas prices are down. The stock market is at record highs. There's promise of a new construction boom. And Trump says tariff rebate checks are coming.
Next year is projected to be the largest tax refund season ever. The federal government will also automatically be making a one-time seed contribution of $1,000 into the tax-deferred Trump accounts for every newborn U.S. citizen. Gasoline, we're now at about $2.50 a gallon. We're going to be, I think, at $2 a gallon. We could even crack that at some point. I'd love to do it.
Love to do it. Those checks, those rebate checks, are not in the mail yet. Americans want them now. The promise of a better economy is one of the main reasons why Trump won. In fact, for voters who thought the economy was the most important thing, he won overwhelmingly. But many of the people who voted for him were having these same conversations last year under Joe Biden. Democrats think they can play Santa and be the ones to save the day. They're gearing up to run on, wait for it, making America affordable again. Ma, for the midterms next year. It doesn't have the same ring. Axios writes, making America affordable again, you could call it Ma, will run through nearly every part of their effort to draw a sharp contrast between their economic plans and President Trump's record. While Trump has repeatedly called affordability a Democrat con job, he is still a businessman at the end of the day. When he heads to Pennsylvania next week, he has to let his customers, you, know that he understands you are hurting. This was the mistake of many, but the primary mistake that the last guy, Joe Biden, committed.
Today, I'm here to talk about one part of that vision, the economy that works for working people. This is a blue-collar, blue change we're seeing. You know, an economy where we're building, we've built more in the last 2 years since I've taken office than you can imagine.
Did not work. We saw time and time again that it did not work for Biden to say that the economy was doing great and to tout his achievements when people didn't feel it. The customer didn't buy it. And as Kamala Harris found out, the customer is always right.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.